Welcome back, dear viewers. We find ourselves today delving into a topic that has stirred quite a storm online. Just yesterday, a video surfaced that tugged at heartstrings across the globe. It showcased an incident from an event graced by none other than Kate Middleton, where children were left standing in the rain while adults, including Kate herself, remained comfortably sheltered. A stark visual that paints a rather disheartening picture, wouldn't you agree? So yesterday, a video surfaced that honestly broke a lot of hearts online. In it, children were seen standing out in the pouring rain during an event attended by Kate Middleton and other adults. This was a scene that unfolded recently, a scene that left many feeling stunned and heartbroken. Here we had an occasion graced by the presence of royalty, but at the heart of it was a stark image of children innocently caught in a downpour, their small figures huddled together as the rain poured relentlessly over them. Imagine this, a royal event where the adults were comfortably protected under the cover of umbrellas, their clothes dry, their smiles unbroken. But a few feet away, a group of children were left to face the elements. There was no cover for them, no shield from the relentless rain. Their clothes clung to their small bodies, their hair plastered to their heads, and their eyes wide with discomfort and confusion. It was a sight that was hard to ignore. While the adults engaged in pleasantries, the children stood there, drenched and shivering. They were not there as honoured guests, but as mere props in a grand scheme. Their discomfort was a sharp contrast to the warmth and comfort enjoyed by the adults, a stark reminder of the double standards that often play out in these high-profile events. The incident was a poignant demonstration of how the human element can be overlooked in favour of optics and presentation. The children were not seen as individuals who needed protection from the rain. Instead, they were reduced to props, their discomfort ignored in the pursuit of a picture-perfect image. This wasn't just about the rain or the lack of umbrellas. It was about how we treat our young ones, how we prioritise appearances over their comfort and well-being. It was about the message we send to them, that their discomfort is secondary, that they can be overlooked. No cover, no protection. Just standing there, soaking wet, all to serve as props for a royal appearance. This incident served as a stark reminder of the harsh realities that can hide behind the glamour and glitz of royal events. The internet did not hold back. The moment the video hit the web, reactions poured in, much like the rain on those unsuspecting children. Social media platforms were set ablaze with comments and posts expressing astonishment, disappointment, and anger. The public's outcry was loud and clear. People from all walks of life came together to voice their disbelief at the event's blatant disregard for the children's comfort and well-being. "Unbelievable," one user tweeted, "to see adults comfortably sheltered while children are left to suffer the rain, all for a photo op." There were those who questioned the morality of the situation. "What does it say about us as a society when we allow children to be treated this way?" asked one particularly poignant post. Bloggers, influencers, and everyday netizens alike flooded their feeds with their takes on the incident. A popular parenting blogger wrote a heartfelt piece stating, "These are children, not props. They deserve respect, not to be used for optics." The incident also sparked a heated discussion about the ethics of public appearances. Critics pointed out how such events often prioritise image over the well-being of the people involved. One comment read, "It's high time we stop tolerating such inhumane practices in the name of public image." The outrage was not just confined to words. Many users shared memes and graphics that satirically criticised the event, using humour as a way to highlight the absurdity of the situation. Amid the sea of criticism, there were also voices of support, calls for understanding, and pleas for empathy. Some argued that the incident was likely an oversight, not a deliberate act of negligence. However, these voices were largely drowned out by the overwhelming tide of public anger and disappointment. In the end, the internet's reaction to the incident served as a stark reminder of the power of public opinion. It showed us how one simple video can ignite a global conversation about respect, ethics, and the treatment of children. These are kids, not photo backdrops. This incident shows once again how staged events often ignore the human side of things. Let's take a step back and look at the bigger picture here. This isn't just about a single incident of children left in the rain. It's not even solely about the disparity between the treatment of the royals and the kids. This incident is a stark reminder of how often the well-being of individuals, particularly children, is sidelined in favor of maintaining an image. In these highly orchestrated events, it's easy for the actual people involved to become mere props. Their comfort, their needs, their very humanity are all too often overlooked in the pursuit of a perfect picture, an ideal scene. We see it time and time again, not just in royal engagements, but in countless public events where the optics take precedence over the actual experience of those involved. Children in particular bear the brunt of this disregard. They are often used as symbols, as innocent backdrops against which adults play out their roles. But these are not just symbols, they're young individuals with their own feelings, their own discomforts, their own rights to protection and care. It's a sad reality that we live in a world where image often matters more than substance, where the spectacle is more important than the people it involves. It's even sadder when this reality is imposed upon children, who should be shielded from such harsh realities, not thrust into the midst of them. This incident is a wake-up call, a reminder that we need to do better. We need to consider the human side of these public events to ensure that those involved, especially children, are not just props, but are treated with the care and respect they deserve. We need to prioritize their well-being over the perfect picture, their comfort over the ideal scene. This is not just about umbrellas and rain. It's about recognizing the value of each individual, about respecting their needs and their dignity, about putting people before optics. It's about acknowledging that while the world may be a stage, the players on it are real, with real feelings and real needs. The smiles on the adults may have been for the cameras, but the reality for those kids was nothing to smile about. Sometimes the harshest truth is captured in the simplest video. The reality of the event we've discussed today serves as a stark reminder of how society often prioritizes image over the well-being of the innocent. The video that swept across the internet yesterday was a simple one, yet it carried a profound message. It showed us a snapshot of an event where children were left out in the rain, while the adults, including individuals of high stature, stood comfortably under umbrellas. In the span of a mere few minutes, this video has forced us to confront a painful reality. It has revealed a clear double standard that exists not just in this isolated incident, but more broadly in our society. It's a double standard that values appearance over compassion, that puts the optics of a situation over the comfort and well-being of children. As we reflect on the incident, we must also consider the wider implications. This isn't just about children getting wet in the rain. It's about the message that we are sending to these young minds. We are teaching them that their comfort, their safety, their dignity is secondary to maintaining an image. That they can be used as props, disregarded in the face of a photo opportunity. But what does that say about us? As a society, as individuals, we must ask ourselves if this is the world we want to create for our future generations. A world where appearance trumps empathy, where the powerful are sheltered while the vulnerable are exposed. Yet in the midst of this disheartening reality, there is also a glimmer of hope. The very fact that the video has sparked outrage and led to widespread discussion is a sign that many of us are not willing to accept this state of affairs. People across the globe have voiced their concern, their anger, their empathy for the children. They have called out the double standard, demanding better for our young ones. This incident can serve as a wake-up call, a prompt for us to reassess our values and priorities. It underlines the urgent need for change. So let's use this as a catalyst for action. Let's strive to create a world where every individual, regardless of their age or status, is treated with dignity and respect. As we wrap up this discussion, let us remember the image that sparked it, an image that in its simplicity has revealed a profound truth about our society, an image that has forced us to confront uncomfortable realities, an image that, in spite of its bleakness, has the power to inspire change. Umbrellas for royals, rain for children, and that speaks volumes. Let's ensure that this volume resonates, that it echoes loud and clear, prompting us to take action and usher in a more empathetic, compassionate world.